I'm on the throne, the most powerful element. Warrior mind, conquer all mind. Attacker, attack the attackers. People will come to my camera, million, trillion, billion years to come. From you was a little child, you probably hear this before. Wise one, listen to wise words. Wise people, listen to wise words. And this is the camera for it. Take a sip. Now the tea I'm drinking is the evergreen. The evergreen, it keep the body pure. But what it do, it dried out the disease inside. I have a camera on it. I said it was 4-leaf cover, but it's actually evergreen. Understand? And you drink a lot of fluid like water. When you don't drink water, you will see it make you dehydrated. Understand? That is a wise word to you. What you need to do is just go run your own experiment. If you got a problem with your heart, you could drink it. Take another sip. Recommend you drink it 2 times a day. It look like Christmas tree. That's what it is, but it's used scholars on the last year. But anyway, remember, every challenge you have to prepare for. If you do not prepare for a challenge, the other one gonna attack you. Because remember, everything is counteraction. Understand? So if you up against something that you don't counteract it right way, you're gonna fall back on where you're at. This is why when you enter the courtroom, you got the offender and you got the defender, then you have the judge who make the decision, and then you also have the jury. Understand? So you got the jury, the judge, the court order officer, and the offender and the defender. Understand? Now, if you up against a challenge, you gotta know what level to take and what not to take. In this time zone that we're in, it called the law. Whenever time you're going to face something that you are up against, could be child support, landlord fight, murder case, real estate problem, dentist problem. Once you offended, you have to go study where do you offend it, where you have a right and where you do not have a right. Do you write the precinct or do you go into the precinct? Do you get a lawyer or do you contact a higher lawyer? If you got a problem with government, it's best you sue them. If they come to you with a way how to fix it and don't enter no judge and jury, you better be skillful. I took that road, man. I would never recommend no one to do that. You understand? But once you're in a deal with someone, you got to look at what they're doing and then you maneuver yourself. I took that road and watch how they maneuver, and they tell me not to sue, and I see how they do things, because it was just more than just cops. It was spiritual forces and other powers that I have to adapt to. And those are a wise word. Understand? And if you into making changes into your life, understand, you have to focus on where you're gonna make the changes. Understand? Because changes don't just come right away. Changes happen in sequence. Changes happen in time to come. Understand? And sequence meaning you might get a job, then you have to save. Understand? Then you have to save enough to make the change what you want to make. Understand that? And then you have to have the good people around you. These are some sequence. And you have to be a law-abiding citizen. These are some sequence. Depends on what road you're chatting. But if you're chatting the warrior streets road, you know where you're going to end up. In the sequence of that, if you kill, rob, murder, you're going to end up in prison and you don't get buried. Understand? But there's other sequence of that where you do not have to go that road. But those are the secrets that you're supposed to follow and learn it. Understand? So if you can follow it if you do not learn it. But and the next thing too, there's a wise word, man. Many things that you hear that think is impossible. You understand? That it cannot happen. You must check if it's possible, because you've been taught by someone who wants you to learn this way. Understand that? You teach how to love, you teach how to cheat, you teach what is lipstick, what is makeup, what is dress, what is hot and what is not. What look good and what is not. What is luxury and what is not luxury. You teach all that. Understand? What is pretty, what is ugly, you teach all that. You're born into a time zone and into a nations of people that create a way for you to think that is hype, that think that is hot. Understand? And what you glorify and what is not. If you never know hip hop, you're somewhere else you see hip hop and you used to this country, you wouldn't like hip hop. If you did born into a time zone or a different land or a different somewhere different in the universe, you never know reggae or dancehall, and you will just only listen to what's the word? Alternative music, and you hear that, you wouldn't like reggae. It'll take time before reggae grow on you. These are some wise words. If you are a person that open-minded, wise word, you listen to people. What? Wise people listen to wise word. If you are a person that have an open mind, you will understand every behavior of human being. You wouldn't quick to judge how the human is, or say the human is crazy without checking the situation. You wouldn't be scorning what you should be studying. You wouldn't be rejecting what you should be observing or talk to learn more from, because we all learn from each other. We all have a different understanding. We all have a different way of living and seeing things. I said this before, in every culture they have a different way how they cook, how they praise God, how they dress and what they think is hot. And even when it comes to car, you understand? In some country, you know, over here in America, they like Benz and Lexus. In some country, Benz and Lexus is taxi cab. In America here, they use, I think Ford and you know, some different type of a different kind of vehicle. Understand? But in some country, like Benz would be like taxi. Understand? And people look down on Benz, they won't drive Benz. In some country and some other earth, Bugatti and all them Lexus and all the BMW will be just another taxi car. It is another car that we do not know of. Understand? But this is why you gotta open up your mind. And if you did teach, say there was one earth, and someone say it's millions of earth, and someone say that guy is crazy, there's no such thing, because your scientists tell us that. But you do not know why your scientists tell us there's one earth. Have you ever checked why they tell us it's one earth? Have you ever checked they cannot be one earth? Have you ever checked that what they tell you is stupid? How can it be one? Let's look at this wise word. How can it be one earth? Understand? And they tell us about Jupiter, and then tell us about Mars and Pluto. How can it be? And why the earth, we can't live there? Have you ever checked why we couldn't live there? And I tell us it's sunfall, and I tell us it's sunspot and pollution. Understand? That's wide word. Understand? The galaxy wouldn't burn one place where we could live. That would be nonsense. Understand? This is why you gotta open up your mind. There's billions and trillions of earth. Understand? The one you're standing on, myself created before this time, but you just got to check the level. Understand? And if someone said there's long timing, I'm gonna explain what a long timing is. Long timing is this time that I'm in, right? Before this earth hatch and come to play. There was a time before this earth hatch, right? So let's say, for example, I was in a time with trillions, zillions, and neons of the neons of the neons, right? And I hop into a spacecraft or a spaceship or warp or whatever they use, and I send up a probe, and the probe come back into my computer and say there's a land here. Understand? Trillions, billions, and neons. Remember I said I'm all the way down there, but I could have a technology to come to this time. So what I did now, I hop in my ship and come boom and come here. That's been trillions and zillions and zillions and neons after neons. You gotta check what I'm trying to tell you. And then after I come now, I see human, I come see you doing hip hop and reggae, and in my time they didn't do that. I just take that and bring back to that, and then I wait till the earth come to play in my time. By then, me live in this time more than 1 trillion times and die. I probably died zillions and trillions and neons because I figure out how to rebirth myself back into time. Understand? So when it comes to this time now, you might be billions of years old. Like you might say, oh, this is new to me. No, to some people it's very old. Some people trapped in time zone like this. They can go to the future and then watch us live and die and mother and father. And some of them, you're talking to them, they're looking at you like, you know how much time I see this? You know how much time I die here? You understand? But the mathematics of what we have, it's hard to believe. But a wise person will listen to that wise word. But a stupid person wouldn't. Because he going off for a knowledge that was taught to him from him as a little child. For example, Rastaman, they believe in King Selassie. I meet King Selassie. And he passed me the throne like. But they wouldn't believe. Understand? Because him time up. And then when me figure out the throne now, me kick off enough people off of the throne. Run off enough batty boy off of the throne. Run off enough lesbian off of the throne. Me not run off no fake. I'll go Goliath me kick off of the throne. Because I use saying fake Goliath. Me meet Mama Mega. Mama Mega fake the real Mama Mega. But wise one listen to what? Wise word. And then when me check now Rastafari. Wait, and then I say, what the hell is this? We don't write no knowledge of Rasta. We don't even write books for we youths them. We don't teach we youths them. But we yet still we sing it in our songs. You understand? So what I did now, I school them. And then you have Babylon now come with fog. And sick and mad. Because he know what the truth is. Then we went and do certain things and we control Zion power. And him still a play, but you know weak. So you cannot play with society who you rob and steal from. And make him gain power. And then aside here would be before you zillion, trillion, zillion, billions years before this earth even hatch on. And that side give you the same methodology. And give you the methodology of mathematics, methodology of religion. How you live, how you eat, who's boyfriend and who's girlfriend. You understand that? There is some side to this earth I do not want to speak on it. When I realize what it is, I just pull back to myself and say, you know what, you can't know everything. You can't do everything. You wouldn't live to a certain time period to have certain knowledge. You just got to satisfy what you have. And again, then I realize some people are people that search for powers, and some people do not search for power. Some people satisfy with the education they got from the school system, which is cool. This is what you do when you construct a land. Then I start to check everything. Understand? And then I check who's the landowner, who construct the land, on where I'm from, and all these things I did. Then I check the education where white people think they're smart on, and black people think they're smart, and Puerto Rican and Indian think they're smart, and then I try to check who's the tech, what the tech smart, and then when I reach to the point, I'm saying, yo, damn man, this is what y'all call smart. You might could spell big words than me, but that's what you're smart on. Instead, that don't make me stupid, that don't make me slow. That's what you're good at. If I want to be good at that, spelling words and doing mathematics, all I have to do is study. Understand? Then what I realized how they study and how they pass this, I was shocked. Understand? And what people think is smart is not smart. And what people think is cute is not really cute. And then when I start to check species, alright? And I check alien, I'm gonna check the dog, cause I see the dog, then I'm put on their face. There's a movie named Grimm exposes things. Society don't think it's real, society think it's all actor. Grimm's expose most of the creatures them that they want you to know. Understand? And most of the one of them look like me and you, and they will eat you, swallow you. The prettiest girl will swallow you. She they don't stuck on a human form and come to kill you. You do not know what is going on around our human race and who want it to be this way and what species do not want it to be this way. Understand? When I check what is going on, I said we do not have no education in our school system about no alien race. Understand? Because we controlled by alien race. Because if it was controlled by human, like me now, I would have put it in books for the youth to learn what like the Anunnaki race. I would have let them know what is the Anunnaki race into the school system. I would have write a little agenda and let them know how they think, how they are, how they can become a human. These are things supposed to be teaching to the youths them to let them analyze. And not everyone you see is human. Not everyone you see pretty is really pretty. Someone that's trying to lure you and trap you. This is why America has so much missing children. Because we are just human against zillions and trillions and billions of species. I wrote international law. When I wrote international law, I wait them. It give them access to shift the car them away, pull the human them away, wipe out the whole police force, and they will wipe out the whole earth. And come to me now and tell me so to build by the whole earth. But if you was, you would understand. Like that the Jamaicans and them, they wouldn't understand this camera because they didn't teach that camera. They didn't teach in their school. They didn't teach in their Bible. You understand that? Because the Bible control what we do. If it's not in the Bible, to them it don't exist. But they didn't write the Bible. Black men need to check who write the Bible, where the Bible come from, who give this some methodology. Check King, you are Rasta, check who give you the methodology of King Selassie. Who write the Marcus Garvey book? What was the thing behind it? Because the reason why I said that, because any nation could transform into black nation and become our leader and pretend our leader and stop the real black leader from become the real what's the word for it? The real representative for our race. Understand? These are some of the things that I want you to know. That's what is wise word. You gotta check what I'm trying to tell you. And if you see a species on you, not be afraid. If you fight, you fight, because it's just human. But the only problem I had with this situation is not one of the alien race educations of who they are. It's not in our earth system. Understand? And I want in our earth system school to teach the youths them what sun fall is. They need to come clean and let the youths them know why Mars, we can't live on Mars. And why so much sections of the earth the suns are out. They need to teach them that level. And they need to teach them in a Pluto and Mars and Mercury about this land and every land. It's time for them to come clean, to let them know that there's many land beyond land. And in this land, you got zillions and zillions and zillions of time in with their out all the sons and capture human and slave human. And they need to educate them so slavery can never be stopped. But you can liberate the timeline. Understand? There's more after and after and after. Understand? These are some of the things you need to come to the people about what is happening to their children, why their loved one missing, and understand? And give them a different level. Make the youths more smart and more aware. Understand? Because I believe our education system being taught by given us by another species. This is why it's not in the schools that they covered. And we not educated on all the species in the universe. We will never. Because most of them do not like human. Because human is the most stupidest one, man. I'm telling you, human is the most stupidest one. Because I said to I. Understand? And they're going to say no. Because all the education we think we're smart on, it's someone right to give us. Like this is education. And you're going to look at my education and say it's nothing like that. But it's wisdom. It's just knowledge. Which for you to understand, for you to go check. And when I check the human, one of them said to me, human is the dumbest life form come out of Lana life. Everything you have to teach the human. When a human want to be smart, human have to teach themselves. This is why Rasta tell you about self-taught, self-alliance. That is what wisdom is. That is what knowledge is. That is what you have your own IQ on. Understand? But when you have your own, another person would want to go to say, no, it's not like that. It's crazy. But this is not how it goes. But when I check it, the dog, I said this before, you don't have to teach a dog to swim, bro. Show the little puppy paddle. The bird, you don't have to teach the bird to fly. You show the bird watch, and then the bird fly. He wait till the time, he know when to time to fly the wing. The birds, you understand? Those that alone I check, I said, wow. And then you don't have to teach the squirrel how to build a nest. The squirrel know when to build a nest. You don't have to teach no birds how to do a nest for himself. In born in the nest, he did it. But the craziest part, the bird do not see their mother or their father, that's what they are, to build a nest. But they grow in them, they design to do it. You understand? And then I was like, wow. So who teach the dog to sex? No, and the dog don't know, so when he goes down to, who teach them? This is why we know human. Someone have to teach us A, someone have to teach us B, someone teach. This is where from a boy, I know that. So everything I teach myself to drive. Teach myself to ride bicycle. I just pick it up, my word. Understand? Computer, I teach myself to do it. And reading and writing, I teach myself. Because that's the first key. And then I took up books of the what's the book of there's a book I read on the alien was I think it's the day the gods reached the earth or something like that. I remember. And then I read Arthur 4 and a couple of other books, and then I started to say, well, you know, the best thing to do is have my own. And what caused me to speak like this was the stupid knowledge that I run in didn't make sense. And then I studied the last text of the Bible, which they didn't put in the Bible. Then I realized most of the police rule on is angel. Like the blue is angel, and it rule on an angel form. The angel species give them the blue, the black, the purple, the khaki color, the corduroy, and all those things. You understand? Then I watch the J color. I'm say, yo, that another species show you what the J color is. J color. Then I study the colors, and I said, wow! See, this is the 54 color. It's a powerful color. If you check all of the color them that the people use, red. Check the priest. The priest them in a black, red, white. White should have been in it, because that represent the cloud, but this one do not have it. When I create my one, I put a white in it. But these are the colors of powers of the universe. Understand? These are wise words, and this was 20 things. Understand? This is the camera, man. You should check it. Everything I said in this camera, you must check it and show your school teacher. Million, trillion, billion years to come if you come across my camera. Yeah, I'm a man that observe and learn. I take on America, and he tells me to don't sue, and they took all my money, and they give away all the properties, and tell the people I'm crazy, and tell the people I'm faggy, and then someone's in fag spirit, and they're thinking I'm gay by hearing something. Never go by what you hear, bro. Go by what you see and observe. But sometimes what you see, make sure it's what you see. People are actors, and some people know how to act to make it seem a certain way when it's not. Understand? Watch the rhythm and never fall off the rhythm. You know, watch your temperature, and the temperature them change and shit. You understand? Watch your tempo you on. That's a circle around. Watch everybody tempo. Everybody have a tempo. Everybody have a speed. Understand? Don't caught up in the speed. You can too speed. You don't speeding too fast and you scratch up. Slow them down speed. I just avoid them. Stay in a year late. Pick up every Jamaican. Million, trillion, billion years to come. Every American, billion, trillions to come. Every Africa, Chinese, Japanese, Korea. Everybody a Belgium, Europe. Everybody Japan, it's Australia, the whole 32 parish, Mexico, and Dominica. Oh, Dominica girls, I love Dominican, and I love black women, and all the women across the world. Most everybody from Italy, hey Italy, and everybody from Scotland Yard, Scotland. You talk to I. Remember, million, trillion, billion years to come. I was not a fat guy. I was a revolution guy, and I speak and I create this type of thought. Yo, I'm on the throne, the most powerful element, warrior mind, conquer all mind, attacker, attack the attackers, Negril, Westmoreland. Much respect.